Hey guys, it's Gretchen and welcome back to my channel. So, as you can see, we are not in my normal setup. I thought today I would do, I guess like a get ready with me or something like that. I haven't done a get ready with me in a while and I just thought it'd be a good time to like catch up with you guys and see what's going on and let y'all know what's going on with me. Even though not much is going on with me because I live a really boring life. But I do have something to get ready for tonight. So I thought I would do a get ready with me, so we can just chat. So as you can see, I am not ready at all. I look like a naked mole rat. I've already done my, well, I haven't completely done my hair, but it's washed, it's dried, it's halfway straightened. I have already done my skincare routine, and now it's time to do my makeup. Let's just go ahead and do that. Of course, we gotta start off with some primer. I always go with the Too Faced Hangover because it's probably the most hydrating one that I've ever used. And then of course we have to have some eyelid primer, so I'm going to use the Morphe. I know most people use the Urban Decay one, but I prefer this one. And now that that's on my face, we can start with the eyes. And yes, I'm one of those people who has recently kind of converted over to starting with the eyes and then doing the rest of the face. I don't know how well it actually works or does anything for me, but I digress. And yes, I am drinking out of a fall mug because it is September 1st, the day that I'm filming this. It is September 1st, which means it's officially fall. Don't anyone come at me telling me that fall doesn't start till later this month. It starts now. So for today's eye look, I have decided to go in with the Smashbox Cover Shot eye palette, and this one is in Punked. Got some darker taupey colors, a very cool tone palette. So what is the event that I'm going to tonight? It is Knotfest. If you are unaware, I am a huge music nerd, buff, I don't know what you want to call me. I like music, and if you're unaware, my favorite kind of music is rock and metal. I'm going to Knotfest tonight, which is 4 different bands that are playing. So the first band that's playing is Behemoth, then Gojira, then Volbeat, and then Slipknot. I'm primarily going for Volbeat and Slipknot, though I do like Gojira. I saw them back in May at Sonic Temple, the music festival in Ohio that I went to. I have not heard anything by Behemoth before, nor have I seen them perform before, so I don't know what to expect. From what I've heard, they're a little intense, so whatever that means. They also apparently spit blood at some point, so I'm really glad that I'm not like photographing that, because I don't know when I would expect that to happen, and I wouldn't want that on my camera equipment. So that should be interesting. Oh yeah, speaking of like camera equipment and the like, in case you're unaware or don't follow me on Twitter or Instagram, which you really should, I have started contributing to a music publication, which basically means that being part of this publication, I can start like applying for shows for a photo pass and I can photograph it, which is pretty cool. That's something that I've been wanting to do for years. You know, I always take my point and shoot camera to concerts, but those pictures aren't always great just because, you know, I'm in the seats, I'm not right up there, like it's just not the best. But now with being a contributing photographer to this publication, I can like apply for shows and the like to photograph them, which is really fun. And so my first one with this publication was back in August. I photographed Breaking Benjamin, as well as a bunch of other bands that were playing on their tour, like 3 Days Grace, and Chevelle, and Dorothy, and Diamante. And it was a really cool experience. I had never been in a photo pit before, so that was my first time. And it was just a lot of fun, and I got some great shots, even though I shot like, God knows how many shots that night, like my poor memory card. I got at least 10, 15 decent ones for each band, which was good. But I didn't apply for this one just because I already had tickets and my mom is going and I didn't want to leave her alone, like in the seats. I did for the Breaking Benjamin one, but that was a little calmer of an audience than Knotfest might be. And so I didn't want to leave her alone for any period of time, so that's why I didn't apply for this one. I probably wouldn't have gotten it anyway because, let's be honest, I'm still brand new to the whole thing. But yeah, so that's what I am getting ready for tonight. That was a really roundabout way for me to explain to you the event for tonight. But yes, it's Knotfest and I'm really excited for it. It doesn't start, like, the first band doesn't go on until 5:30, and that's Behemoth. So luckily I don't have to leave like super early for it, but at the same time, like, I don't want to be getting there late. Also, getting there early allows for you to browse the merch a little bit better. And let's be honest, I am a sucker for band merch. So real fast, now that my eyeshadow is all done, I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner. I am gonna do a little bit different on my bottom line today. Usually I do a black eyeliner on my bottom lash line, but I was reading that if you have like hooded eyelids like I do, to kind of open it up more, you want to have a lighter color there. So I think I'm gonna try this brown and maybe that'll help. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see. I don't think that did anything. And then I'm gonna go in the top lash line with the black. By the way, I didn't say what it was, but it's the Tardiest eyeliner by Tarte, obviously. Clearly I can't talk and do my eyeliner at the same time, as you can tell. Then I always, to kind of make an eyeliner stay, I always go in with a black eyeshadow and a little angled brush and just kind of go over the eyeliner. By the way, I am not a beauty guru. I like makeup, but I suck at it, so that's why this looks atrocious. And then I am gonna go in with my mascara, and then I'll be all done with my eyes. A lot of people don't get how people can do their eye makeup first before doing the rest of their face, and I used to be one of those people until I tried it one time, and then it kind of made sense. There's less chance of you having to redo spots because your eye makeup's already done, like if you have fallout from eyeshadow or something. By the way, I'm really bad at this. Like, I'm not telling you guys any of the products that I use. This was the Urban Decay Subversion Primer that I used on my top lash line. Now I'm going to use Perversion as the actual mascara for the top lash line. But yeah, once I started like using it myself, or doing that method myself of doing eye makeup first and then doing the rest of my face, it like opened up a whole new world, because I was always having problems with like fallout from the eyeshadow, and then it would get stuck in the foundation that I already had, so it became a pain in the butt. And for my bottom lash line, I am going to use CoverGirl Lash Blast Fusion. It's the purple one. And then sometimes I go back into the top lash line because the brush for this one is really good at spreading the lashes apart. So now the eyes are done. I'm gonna brush out my brows a little bit. I really need to pluck my eyebrows, but I can't because I do have a second session appointment for my eyebrows to get microbladed. When you get your eyebrows microbladed, you have to get it done like every 2 years or so as it fades. It's not like a normal tattoo where you may be able to go for years without getting it touched up, or ever, depending on how you care for it. Microblading like your eyebrows, it does require a touch up like every 2 years or so. And so I'm going to a different person because I wasn't always happy with the shape that I had originally. So I'm going to someone new now, and she's kind of rebuilding them, which is difficult since they've already been done before. But my second session for that rebuilding is tomorrow. So you're not supposed to pluck your eyebrows before you go get that done. So I just gotta be bushy. All right, now we can finally move on to the face, thank God. I'm gonna do some color correcting. I have the Urban Body Decay Naked in the pink, which I use for my under eyelids. I have the yellow by NYX, which I use for, I read somewhere that it's good to use this on red spots, even though green is mostly associated with red spots. Like, we were always taught that green canceled out any kind of acne. Well, turns out that yellow may be a better method for that because of the shade of red that it is, if that makes any kind of sense. So I'm gonna buff this out real fast. So now that that's all done, I still see some redness, and that's when I go in with the green. So like around my nose area, it's like a different shade of red than like pimples are, if that makes any kind of sense. Now my chin area, a little bit on my cheek, a little bit around my mouth, and then that should be enough at least. I will say I prefer the Urban Decay color correctors better than the NYX, just because I feel like NYX doesn't blend as well, but it does the job, and it's also much cheaper. All right, now that I'm color corrected, I am gonna go in with foundation. My absolute favorite foundation right now is by Bare Minerals. It's in this little stick. looking thing. What is this one called? It's the Complexion Rescue Hydrating Foundation Stick. My shade is opal because I'm pale and never go see the sun. Yeah, it's just a little stick. I always make sure that I have an extra stick on hand because I don't ever want to be without this, because it's like, this is my holy grail. Any of my fellow dry skin people out there, if you have not tried this stick yet, do yourself a favor, fork out the money and try it because it's worth it. I think I should just go like this. And now I'm just gonna buff it in with my really disgusting sponge that I need to clean bad. Do I look less dead now? Good. Now I'm gonna go in with some concealer. For my under eyes, I use the Tarte Shape Tape in Fair Beige. Sexy, I know. And now that that's all blended in, I'm gonna go with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer to just kind of get any imperfections. This is in light ivory because your girl don't see the sun. Sorry that this is like less of a get ready with me and just like me doing my makeup. I don't have very exciting things to talk about. Like, I live a very dull life. I don't have a lot going on. I mean, I do have a lot for this month, for the month of September, and luckily I have all of my videos planned out. I just need to actually like record them and edit them. Editing is not the problem. It's always just finding time where I can record, and this is gonna sound really vain, but I always record my videos now either first thing in the morning, like if it's during the week and I need to film a video, I always do it first thing in the morning. Like, I will wake up 30 minutes earlier than normal so that I make sure I have enough time to record a video, because that's when my makeup looks best. And I mean, that sounds really vain. I look at some of my older videos and I'm like, wow, my makeup was flaking in this video, and it's because I filmed it like after an entire day's work, and so it just doesn't look great. So I try and film on the weekends. That doesn't always happen. Luckily, you know, like this one is Sunday, so it works out. By the way, real fast, for setting powder for today, I'm gonna go in with Tarte's Shape Tape setting powder. I still don't know how I feel about it yet, but I like it well enough to use it. So like I was saying, I've got videos planned for September, which is great that I've already got everything planned. But I've got a lot of like events coming up on weekends. This coming weekend, the first like full weekend of September, is like the only one where I don't have something going on, and that's as of right now. Following weekend is my brother's wedding, which that's just a whole other animal right there. So have his wedding, and then following weekend, my best friend's getting her first tattoo, which is so exciting. So I'm gonna go with her to that, you know, moral support, and possibly schedule my own because I need a new one. And then the following weekend, so the last weekend in September, I will be heading to Kentucky for Louder Than Life, which is a music festival, and I'm really excited about that. So I was supposed to go to Louder Than Life last year, but then it ended up being canceled and I didn't get to go. That was gonna be like my first big music festival experience, and it didn't happen. It kind of sucked. So I'm excited, a little anxious that it may get canceled again this year. Fingers crossed it doesn't. It did change venues, because the reason why it was canceled last year was because of rain. It made for very unsafe conditions for the park where this was going to be taking place, but it was kind of sad that that was going to be my first experience, and that's how it went down, unfortunately. So I'm excited. I am going to go with my boyfriend. We're driving there. For him, it's only like, I think like a 4.5 hour drive. For me, it's an 8.5 hour drive. By the way, I'm just dusted off my setting powder. I'm gonna go in with Bare Minerals, the original foundation, just as kind of like a touch up in areas. I don't typically like powder foundations just because my skin is so dry, but it kind of helps do like an extra set, if that makes any kind of sense. But yeah, so that's pretty exciting. And then 2 weeks after Louder Than Life, I will be flying out to California with the boyfriend. We're at the music festival called Aftershock, which I'm really excited for. He went to it, I think he's been to it for the past few years. I've never been to that one. He really enjoys it, so I will be flying in to St. Louis, which is where he lives. I'll be flying in there Wednesday night of the week of the festival, spend the night with him, then we'll fly out to California that Thursday, and then it starts Friday. I'm really excited about that. So like coming up, I have a lot of stuff that's like very out of the normal for me because I'm a dull person who doesn't do anything. So I am looking forward to all of that. Let me know in the comments below if any of you all are going to Louder Than Life or Aftershock. I'm really looking forward to Aftershock because Blink-182 is going to be playing there, which is weird because like that doesn't mesh with the rest of the bands, but you know what? I'm here for it. All right, time to start with contour. I am going to go in with my Fenty Beauty. Ooh, hello, reflective. My Fenty Beauty in the Sun. I just got that. This is in the shade In the Sun, which I am not. And I'm gonna start with contouring my nose first. I just go in with a little brush and just start there. But yeah, so that's my time coming up. Nothing this coming weekend. Like this weekend, I had to work a little bit on Saturday, which wasn't bad. And then today, September 1st, Sunday, I have Knotfest. But then this coming weekend, I think it's what, the 7th and the 8th? I don't have anything. There is a music festival happening about an hour 20 from where I live. I don't know if I'll actually go because like no one I know is going, no one I know wants to go, and I don't really want to go by myself to something like that, especially since it's one that I'm unfamiliar with. I probably won't go. I'll probably just stay home, maybe get a head start on some videos so that I won't have to worry about them later in the month. I didn't really contour my nose that well today. Oh well. Next weekend is like the only one where I don't have anything truly going on. And then the following weekend is my brother's wedding. I'm really excited because my boyfriend is my +1, so he will be flying in for that and we're just gonna look dapper together. Why does this not want to keep focus on me? And then after that, friend gets her tattoo, and then 2 music festivals like back to back. It's gonna be so much fun. I am a little bit anxious about the music festivals just because at the first one I did end up going to, which was Welcome to Rockville back in May, I think it was on, was it the 2nd day? But I ended up having an anxiety attack, which isn't uncommon for me, but at the same time it was unexpected. Usually I can tell when they're coming. This one happened really suddenly, and it was because of the crowd. The volume of the amount of people there kind of took me by surprise and I wasn't prepared for it. So I am a little anxious about how I'm gonna be. I think I'm gonna be fine because I was fine at Sonic Temple. Camera, I'm gonna need you to focus on me, okay? Push my headband back so far now. Like I was fine at Sonic Temple, but I also think venue kind of contributes to that. Like the venue for Sonic Temple was a far better one than the one for Welcome to Rockville. So I think that kind of contributed to it. I think I'll be fine. Next I'm gonna do blush, which I'm gonna go in with a Tarte Amazonian clay. Wow, my hair looks atrocious right now. And this is in the color Risque. It's like a really pretty nudie peach, almost. I just used the wrong brush for contouring. Oops, or this was my contour brush. The other one was my blush brush. That's just my time coming up in a glance. Let me know in the comments below if any of you all are up to anything fun coming up. I mean, it's almost fall, guys. In my mind, it is fall. If you're not out there going on hay rides or going pumpkin picking or going to haunted houses, what are you doing? And oh well, not the final thing, I got a few more things, but the final like makeup-y thing other than lipstick is highlight, which is by Milani in Afterglow. I have been loving this one. This has been like my go-to. And then I always go in with a smaller brush for like my nose and my cupid's bow, the inner corners. Now let me spray myself. So I normally use the Urban Decay All Nighter, but that is out. So I'm gonna use this Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. I don't remember when I actually got this setting spray, but it's nice. It's like a really lightweight one. Like I don't feel it on me afterwards. So the finishing touch is, this is a very simple makeup look, but the finishing touch is the lipstick. I am gonna do a black lipstick with this look, which I'm excited for. And it's Jeffree Star's Weirdo. Please stand by while I put this on. right, and there is lipstick. I do need to go do my hair, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so now my hair is a little bit better-ish, kind of. No, not really. My hair just looks like a train wreck these days. But that is the look that I have for tonight. Not bad. Ish. Sorry that this was less of a get ready with me and more of a watch Gretchen struggle to talk and do makeup at the same time video. If you'd like to see more, I don't know, makeup videos or just talk videos with me where I play with my hair because it's a pain in the butt, let me know in the comments below. If you have been to see Knotfest, let me know in the comments below as well. I mean, by the time y'all see this, I'll have already been to the concert. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big ol' thumbs up. Go on down there and hit that subscribe button, wherever it may be, because I don't know, even though I do. This is just my shtick now. Also hit that notification bell in case you want to know when I upload, and in case YouTube wants to let you know when I upload, because I would really appreciate it. And until next time, bye guys.